Hi everyone, welcome to your heartfelt home. Today's video will serve as a guide for Aegis and a basic breakdown of the class. As a fair warning, there's a lot of money put into my account, so if you're a free-to-play person, reaching heights in my account may either take lots of time or in some cases actual money. So first off, I'll show you guys my stats. You can see here that all of my base stats went into int, and I have my crystal case to carry for my dexterity and vitality. Otherwise, my int is the highest, but as you can see in my crystal case, I'm actually much more focused on my dexterity and my vitality. If you're new to the class, then I would probably just focus on int. Just full int in your stats. I wouldn't really worry about vid or dex until later on, until you actually start building your character a bit more. Generally, full int or full base stats in terms of int and strength have been in the meta for quite a while. Things like vit and dex will come as side stats that you can get from your crystal case or pet case or any other methods such as awakening to raise your stats. For my armor, I'm running mace and shield with a light element, and for the rings, I'm using all the magic attack skills except for Stinger X, which I actually use for mobility. Mobility is one of the biggest issues with this class. Half the time, you're just going to be standing there using skills. So if you actually want to hit someone or hit something, you kind of have to predict where they're going or make adjustments according to your playstyle. I see Aegis more as a frontline class. You're pretty much intended to take damage. You're going to be sitting there, you're not really going to just be in and out all the time. If you're going to hit someone, chances are you're also being hit as well. So I decided to build my Aegis a bit more tanky, and that way I can just take hits. And I won't have to be afraid of, dying in the instance where I need to be dealing damage. I can actually go in, do what I have to do, take however much damage I take, and know that I'll be fine or be able to survive the hit. Some important skills to highlight of the class would be Guardian Field. So you can see me here run up and use it on a mob. It does hit very hard, but it's also because it debuffs. So you're going to be debuffing them for both defense and magic defense, which is crucial if you're trying to maximize damage. You'll probably want to start using this skill and then follow up with any other skills such as Blade Rush or maybe Serving Justice. That way you can see a huge damage increase on those high hitting or high DPS skills. You'll want to keep in mind with the class that even though you do have access to strength skills, which are pretty much all the stinger skills, it's not really going to do you any justice to use them in PvP. Majority of the time, the other person will have enough max boost for you to do ones, which isn't really, it's not appealing. You don't want to do ones to someone. More often than not, it's just a waste of time to use them, but PvE-wise, so against mobs, it's actually a bit more favorable. You can easily do just as much damage, and it helps out a lot, but PvP-wise, it's not recommended. Play this class very patient. Not to the point where you're just standing there, but keep mind of what your opponent's doing. PvP-wise, you don't really want to be left without a skill to use. And with Aegis, it can be very tempting to just toss out every single skill you have. But try to catch them off guard, keep mind of the skills they're doing, and try to punish them accordingly. If you see that they're running away, maybe try to use Serving Justice, or if you can, just catch them with Abyss Zone into Guardian Field. That just might be enough to both debuff them, deal enough damage, and it could actually turn tides in a battle. But keep in mind, even though I've already said all this, there are different opinions and there are other people who probably play the class differently than I do. There's probably people who invest more into int than vit and dex like I do, but there's so many different ways you could probably play this class. I just deemed this to probably be the easiest for me, the easiest in general, I would say. But that all comes down to personal opinion and experience from playing the class. I'll try to upload more in terms of PvP content for Aegis so I can make those separate videos and try to break that down a bit further. But with that said, there's only a bit of the video left, so I'll let you enjoy the rest of the music, and thanks for watching.